They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. And he'll take it a yard or so past. Called it the 21.
They're on 21-yard line.
On one, ready? 11, 11, 11. Cut.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Jamar Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 73 yards. And the Bengals go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the 49ers first down.
They go play action here. Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First down, 49ers.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing here, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
First down, San Francisco.
Purdy off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And it is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. This is caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 28 yards. And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
49ers 7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Well, on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Rolling to his left. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
11 MT.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. And oh, that is going to be a safety.
No, when we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
This is taken at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 44-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
This goes out right from Mixon. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 15. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And these guys have got him back at the closing stages of the first half.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Niners are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Purdy to throw it on first down. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
Second and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now they're in the hurry-up. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Moody for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Next the score, Niners 23, Bengals 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now a timeout called for by the offense.
Here we go.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Thomas. Stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now 2nd and 3.
11. Stop.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
11 MT. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
11 Thomas.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And his kick is indeed good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 MT.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Here we go.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
11.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing, Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, fighting his way through contact. And the 49ers are going to take over once again.